Hi everyone, Sarah Desmore. I'm back. I am a residential realtor at Compass in Miami, and I'm here today to talk about why the $500,000 market in terms of properties is super hot in Miami right now. Find out why. All right, so within the past couple of months, I've closed a couple of deals in the 500,000 range, whether it was single family homes or condos, but very importantly, I've also lost out on many offers in that price point, especially when it comes to single family homes, guys. Even during COVID, even with some people losing their jobs, unfortunately, that price point is extremely hot. Let me tell you why, right? If you're living in a one-bedroom condo and you want more space, let's say your condo's worth maybe, I don't know, $300,000 and you want an upgrade, you want a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom, the $500,000 price point is amazing. Even for people who are downsizing, right? People who are living in a huge Pinecrest home, I've helped a couple of people do that, go through that transition. They want a nice condo in Brickell Key, or even in Edgewater or Aventura. You know, if they downsize and they still want some space, again, the $500,000 price point is great. If you're a couple with maybe expecting your first child and you want to start with a small single family home, that's another amazing price point. So it's in between, you know, it's not $1 million, it's not 200,000, it's kind of in between. So a lot of people can afford that price point or choose that price point for that reason, right? So it's a good market, and I'm going to tell you why. Before we talk about what you can actually get with $500,000 in Miami, let's talk about what it would cost you in terms of monthly payment and also in terms of down payment. Guys, before the mortgage police comes after me, guys, I am not a mortgage broker, although I did work in mortgages in the past, but that's something else, right? So I am not a mortgage broker. I am only using numbers as an example, using a system that just does some calculations for me. If you want more precise numbers, I highly suggest that you contact a mortgage broker to break it down for you, because of course the monthly payment depends on your credit, which interest rate you get. It depends on a whole bunch of other things. If you need me to recommend you to a mortgage broker, I know amazing ones. I'm very picky with mortgage lenders. You guys already know, the lenders watching this, you guys know how picky I am. So if you guys need any recommendations, I have some for you. And also, if you just want to play around with numbers, feel free to go on my website, gorgeousmiamihomes.com, go under the buyers tab, and there's a mortgage calculator there. You can play around with the down payment, with the interest rate or whatnot. But again, this is just for an example purposes. The purposes of an example, I don't know how I'm saying it, but anyways, you guys get the point, right? So I'm going to be using a 3.3 interest rate, which I guess is kind of average right now. You know, some people are getting higher, some people are getting lower. Most of the people I work with got, I know people that got 2.8, 2.9. But again, just to be conservative and just for examples purposes, let's use 3.3. Okay, let me keep it real. I'm going to need my notes for this because I don't know these numbers by heart. All right, so if you're buying a property for $500,000 and you're putting 5% down, meaning $25,000, your monthly payment should be around $2,080. Now, if you're putting 10% down, your down payment would be $50,000. Monthly payment is $1,970. When you put $25,000 more as a down payment, your payment doesn't even change by like $100 per month. Remember that. If you're putting 20% down, which means that you don't have to pay mortgage insurance, and also when you're an investor, usually 20% is the minimum, okay? So the down payment would be $100,000 and monthly payment $1,751. Guys, notice how there's not a big difference in the payments. I always tell that to my clients. Listen, if you're thinking of putting 5 or 10% down, the monthly, it's not going to change your monthly payment by that much. What it's going to change is the money that you have in the bank for, for things that can happen, roof issues, whatever can happen. I usually tell my clients, you don't have to put that much money down. You can keep some on the side because it's not really going to change your monthly payment. Guys, remember that moving is very expensive. But Sarah, how's the market? Well, yeah, I'm really happy to finally answer this question. I've been getting it in my DMs, by text message, WhatsApp, you name it. Everyone is asking, Sarah, how's the market? Okay, I'm gonna talk about this right now, and I need you guys to really pay attention, whether you need to take notes, Whatever it is, I need you guys to notice what's going on right now. So right now, as of today, there are 662 properties on the market, active on the market for sale in Miami-Dade County. Guys, out of these 662 homes, right now, sorry, I'm looking at my notes, there's 169 of them that are single family residences, meaning that there's way more condos on the market than houses. Okay, let's talk about the homes that sold. 180% homes sold properties sold within the past 60 days. Most of them are single family residences. So what's happening now is that there's a bigger supply of condos. Not all of them are selling. There's a lower supply of properties, of single family homes, and most of them are selling. So that's what's going on right now. I mean, there's a property that I wanted to put an offer on, and the realtor told me, like, we already accepted an offer. We had 22 offers. Again, in the 500,000 price range. That's crazy. Now, if you do want something with a pool, you can go to North Miami or North Miami Beach, where you can find a really, really cute single family home that might have a pool. If you're also willing to go more south, right? If you want more space, if you want a big yard, you can find a 5-6 bedroom home in either Homestead or Miami Lakes, or even if you want to go closer to the airport, you can find something really nice and even a bit newer in Doral. And I'm talking about either a home with a pool or something very large. I mean, 4+ bedrooms. Now, if you've always been the beach type of person, you say, you know what, I want to live on Miami Beach. My budget is $500,000. Remember that Miami Beach has a very high price per square foot. Okay, so you might not get a huge 2-bedroom. You might get a small 2-bedroom, larger 1-bedroom, or another option is to get a studio, especially in one of the buildings where it's kind of like a condo hotel type of building, where if you're in and out of the city a lot, when you're out, the hotel program can rent out your unit and then you can generate some income. So that's actually pretty cool. I mean, I have a lot of clients, especially Canadians, people from Europe, they love those condo hotels. Speaking of condo hotels, you can secure a brand new pre-construction unit in some of the newest buildings, such as Nativo. This is actually going to be the first Airbnb building in the world right here in downtown Miami. So imagine Airbnb is doing an entire, it's a Airbnb sponsored building in Miami. It's perfect. You buy a unit that's completely furnished, kind of like the condo hotels in Miami Beach. When you're out or when you want to rent it out, the hotel will just manage everything for you. You don't have to worry about anything. If your budget is around $500,000 and you want to live on Edgewater, you can get a really nice high floor 1-bedroom unit in one of the newer buildings. If you want a 2-bedroom, you might have to go in a bit of an older building, or you might get a lower floor in one of the newer buildings. However, there are some buildings that are offering incentives. I'm talking about new buildings. For example, Canva, if you can get a 2-bedroom in the 500,000 range, you can probably negotiate it a little bit more. But again, I didn't say anything. You didn't hear it from me. But they're offering some amazing incentives, such as, I know that the last time that I spoke to the sales rep, they were paying 2 years of HOA for you. They also did a lease back program. I mean, you really have to look for what suits your needs, and you have a lot of options at that price point, especially in Edgewater and downtown. Another thing that you can do, if you're like, you know what, I want something brand new, I want to build my own home, I want to choose my finishes, you can actually do that, but you're not going to be like close to everything. You're going to have to go a little bit more south. So in the Homestead area, at the beginning of Homestead, in the Princeton area, Lennar has awesome new construction projects where you can still choose your finishes. Your property might be delivered either this year, if some of them might be ready, some of them might be ready next year. You find those new construction homes in Doral, in Hialeah, in some parts of Kendall as well. Speaking of Kendall, at 500,000, you can be in a super nice exclusive community. You can get a huge 4-bedroom home with a yard, garage, you name it. If you're an investor and your budget is $500,000, the possibilities are endless. You can get 1 duplex, 2 duplexes, 1 multifamily. In Canada, we call them triplex, triplexes. You can get 1 single family home and a duplex. I mean, with $500,000, you can do so much. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. Do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or if you want me to connect you to a lender. I can help you at any price point, not just 500,000. So what I've done, I have curated a list of my absolute favorite properties that are on the market right now around 500,000. So I went from 480,000 to 530,000, just to give you guys an idea. Click on the link below if you're watching from YouTube. If you're watching from Instagram, just look at the link in my bio. It's going to be named Sarah's Favorite Homes that are 500,000 in Miami. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm Sarah Desmore at Compass, your realtor in Miami. Ciao.